has no interpretation. George Floyd was murdered by that police officer, even though Americans, like all of us, were standing around telling the officer that he was killing George Floyd. So we have been in this age of knowing, this era of knowing for a while, because we've seen things on cell phone cameras, on body cameras, through social media that spread around the world and gone viral. We know. The question is, and what I think you should be asking every elected official, from the president to your members of Congress, to the city council members, to the county commissioners, to the state legislators, is are you going to act? Are you going to do something about it or not? Because all of your energy and all of this activism for the last week, ultimately that has to turn into change in legislatures and city councils. We have to ban chokeholds by police in this country. We have to get rid of qualified immunity that allows bad officers to be protected from the law. We have to get rid of these collective bargaining agreements that allow the officers to be protected even when they engage in bad conduct. We have to demilitarize the police in this country. So I just wanted to come here and say thank you. Thank you. I will say before I let my brother speak, in Congress I have been holding up a bill for over a year now. That bill is H.R. 1154. I hope that you'll go look at it. Say it again. H.R. 1154. And I want to tell you why I held it up real quick. Even though I say that you've got to hold both counties, both parties accountable. Even good-hearted people can make mistakes. This bill would have allowed for police unions to engage in collective bargaining throughout the country. We can't have that right now. We cannot have that right now. And there were about 202 Democrats, unfortunately, that signed on to that legislation. And in my committee, the Education and Labor Committee, I worked to block it for the last year. And unless that bill changes significantly and doesn't allow officers to bargain on accountability provision, discipline, and conduct, that bill is going nowhere in the United States Congress. Y'all know there's so much more to say, but we have to march. I'll turn it over to my brother Julian now. Hello, good evening. It's always hard to follow my brother, but I was born a minute before he was, so let me try. All right, first of all, let's give a round of applause to all of the organizers. And their imagination, their creativity, their hard work, their persistence. How many days is this that y'all have been out here? Hey! Thank you. All right, look, as Joaquin said, we all witnessed the murder of George Floyd, but we know that there are so many people that came before. Last year during the presidential campaign, in almost every speech that I gave out there on the campaign stuff, I talked about the need to fundamentally change our public safety system and law enforcement in this country and name the names on the debate stage in front of a national TV audience of Sandra Bland and Stephon Clark and Jason Carroll and Eric Garner, so many others, Charles Roundtree, Marchisio, San Antonio, and we would go to places like Iowa and New Hampshire that you have to go to when you're running for office, president at least. And I remember when I would talk about that, I would get back, even from Democrats, this sort of blank stare of, why are you talking about this? This is not health care, it's not education, it's not immigration, it's not the economy and jobs. But we talked about it, and we were the only campaign to put forward a standalone plan on this, because every single day, especially young black men and women, have to wake up and they have to think about what happens if they see a police officer coming down their way. Or think twice when they see one following them behind when they're driving. or get that moment of panic when they see the sirens come on and the lights flashing. And we want an America that lives up to its highest ideals, where no matter who you are, you're treated fairly. And your life is not snuffed out by somebody because of their bigotry, and even worse, a system that creates that. A system that allows it. I don't doubt, and it's true, because I work with them, that a lot of our police officers are well-intentioned. I also don't doubt that the system is totally broken. Or some might say that the system is working as it was designed. We have to change it. Go vote in November. Hold your elected officials accountable at every level. Make sure that your passion and your energy and this lightning bolt of passion around this issue turns into real change in the halls of Congress, in state capitals around this country, and in city halls all over the place, including in our city of San Antonio. Thank you all very much for being here. So at this time, you've got your encouragement, you've had your motivation. Now it's time to march. But in the time being, please keep in mind, you've got a mask, put it on. COVID is still real. Social distancing, as best as possible. We are very relaxed right now. Let's not give them a reason to shut this down. Our voice needs to be heard, our presence needs to be felt, and we need to be seen. So in this first part of our march, out of respect, not just for those we've been chanting, not just the recent deaths, even the ones that hit close home. Marquise Jones, Chop. These are the people that we're going to march quietly for because they deserve a moment of silence when everybody else tried to tune out their deaths.